Hello, my name is Bradley and I'm your host of The Internal Game. So today I want to talk about the golden rule, which is do unto others as you would have them do unto you, right? In a law like everyone is yourself pushed out, we all share the universal consciousness, right? One mind, we are all one, all connected, and everyone is ourselves pushed out, right? Like how we think about ourselves and how we think about others is expressed. They reflect this back to us, right? So what other rule do we need to play by? Like to actually get the benefit of actually living in harmony with this law instead of discord and fear and all this stuff, right? Of course, when we stop buying into all the thoughts that are not favorable and believe in them, of course, we're going to bring a sense of stability to our life. But from there, to live under the golden rule, like think about it, to actually think about people how you'd want them to think about you, to treat people how you want to be treated, because with everyone as yourself pushed out, how you think of somebody, they are going to reflect this, right? So if you are to look at them how you want to be looked at, right, as loving and kind and prosperous and the best and just all around greatness, right? Like and just all this high ideal of self, right? And you can look at them this way, right? Because it exists for them. It does. Like I don't care how you're looking at them, like what you've seen in the past, from your assumptions or even just somebody on the street. You're like, what? The good already exists for them. The high ideal already exists for them. They are already it, right? And depending on how we look at things is how we experience them. Like when Dr. Wayne Dyer said, I know he got it from somebody else, but I can't remember who, but like when I heard it from Dr. Wayne Dyer, when he was like, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, right? And if we adopt this golden rule of like, literally look at everyone else how we want to be looked at, treat everyone else how we want to be treated, think highly of ourselves, and in turn think highly of everyone else, and experience a beautiful, harmonious, loving experience, a life, like an awesome life. Think about that. Like I think it's called the golden rule for a reason. It's golden. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like it's just it makes a lot of sense with everyone as yourself pushed out, and that your consciousness is your only reality, right? Like what you're doing within, how you're seeing yourself, how you're seeing people, all the meaning that you're giving to things, like is reflected. To live under the golden rule, and to think of yourself as the highest ideal, and to look at others, which there are no others, right? Everyone's a reflection of us. Everyone is us. We're only experiencing ourselves, and to look at them this way as well, which is going to be easier to do once you look at yourself this way, right? Then think about the experience that you're going to get when everyone is yourself pushed out. And I think we have to get honest with ourselves, like how are we actually looking at, especially the people closest to us in our lives, because we have a lot of awareness on them, maybe some past experiences with them that like we bring up, or maybe we're like, oh, what about this, or you do this, I don't like this, right? How are we actually thinking of people, of others, right? How because what we are doing unto others is being reflected back to us 100%. So ideally we want to do unto others as we would have done unto us. Like we all want to be treated with respect and love and kindness and yeah, you know. But are we doing that to people? Are we viewing them this way? I mean, if we're not, why? Is it because we think that we need someone to be doing something different so we feel safe? Or they did this in the past and it's kind of hard to let it go? Or they are what they're doing and what they're not doing. Like I need them to do it differently so I feel safe and loved, and like I have all this expectation on these people and they're not doing it, so now I view them as mean or what have you, right? Because what you're doing unto others, they are reflecting back. How do you want to be viewed? How do you want to be treated? Right? We can always say, oh, I want this. I want people to love me. I want people to respect me. I want people to do this. Well, are you doing it? Are you looking at people like this? Are you looking at the world like this? Because if you're not, you're going to experience what's actually going on within. So then we have to ask ourselves this question: is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like I was talking about this in the membership video yesterday, but like the little small payoffs that we get for being, for blaming and being resentful, like the little me that's like, oh yeah, like you did this. Like, can we drop that? Actually step into who we are and think lovingly of others. Give people the benefit of the doubt because they are God as well. Everything's God. To look at them as the best, because while we're not, we're the best. So we only ever experience what we are, right? If I'm the best, then they must be the best. Like their best self, right? To live in a place where you want for others what you want for yourself. And the only time that we can really, really do this is if we don't feel lack, right? Because if not, then there's competition. And there's like, oh, what if this person gets my stuff? What if I love this person? They won't love me back because I already got that lack feeling. I'm scared of rejection. And they were mean before, so I don't want to look at them like that because they don't deserve it. Small. That's the small me talking. Okay, that's the small self that you're playing at that point. We want to rise in consciousness, step into different states of being, where we are not fearful to love and appreciate and look at somebody favorably because we honestly know that we don't need anything from them because we already are whole right here, right? And if you are scared that if you don't think that the love exists inside of you right now, if you don't think that that appreciation, all that stuff exists inside of you right now, then if you didn't have it, you wouldn't be able to give it. Right? You can't give any money you don't have. So if you are able to walk around and appreciate things and actually show love and see love, that means you have it. To give love, if you were actually to give love to somebody, like and praise things and just be in awe, it's because you already have. It's because you are it already. Everything that you want exists within you. And when we play small and keep ourselves closed off from the world and being resentful and blame and this person did this but you don't understand, this person did that to me, and we keep looking at people unfavorably, when we play small, we don't get to experience the fullness of life. But it's all because we're scared that we're going to be rejected. Again, just a thought, right? We're fearful of someone not loving us back. Again, just a thought. Like, and we have all this importance on being loved instead of giving love. And until we start actually appreciating ourselves and others, like actually and appreciating others and showing love and look at them favorably and seeing the God within them, which is easier to do when you see the God within you. But like until you start doing that, you're going to be in a place of trying to get things all the time. And if you're in a place of trying to get things all the time, it's because you don't feel complete, you don't feel whole, and you're going to be scared of getting hurt and being rejected and like, oh, if this has to happen for me to feel safe, oh, this person's doing this, and it's all just chaotic. We can actually step back from all those thoughts, say that these are just thoughts, whatever, get into a safe state. Okay, from right now on, I'm going to do unto others how I would have done unto me. I'm going to compliment people because I like compliments. I'm going to show appreciation for people because I like when people show appreciation for me. I'm going to look at somebody as their highest ideal self because I like it when people believe in me. And when you actually start doing this, you realize, wow, I didn't lack any of this. That I actually wasn't scared of being rejected. I was actually scared of loving. That's what the fear is. I'm actually scared of loving. I'm actually scared of forgiving. Because like I want to, but I'm scared. Right? It's not the rejection that's so much the issue. It's mainly mind stuff that you're buying into, but you know what I'm saying. Like when you start actually just being loved just because, then you'll prove to yourself that you are it just because, right now. when you start being appreciative and showing kindness and being kind to people just because, for no reason at all, other than that's who and what you are, watch the reflection change. Notice how like it was never outside of you. Notice that you feel just as good, if not better, giving and appreciating than you do when you actually get it. Because again, there are no others. What you give to somebody, you give to yourself. What you resent in others, you're only hurting yourself. So do unto others as you would have done unto you. It's the golden rule. For a reason. For a very solid reason. If we were to operate lovingly in this rule, then and everyone's ourselves pushed out, right? That's the law. We're all one. What do you think your experience looks like? Why don't you try it? Realize that you're probably going to realize that you're not scared of rejection. You're scared of actually just giving love. Scared of giving up the small self. Scared of giving up an identity that's like, no, I need this, instead of being like, I'm love, man. It's all good. I can just go ahead and love. I don't need anyone to love me back. They're going to. But like, it's just one of those things like, no, I am the love. I can give it away. My cup's full. So, yeah. I just opened up that Neville Goddard book a little while ago and came to the page where he talked about do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and how that operates with the law. And I was like, well, of course it does. I just forgot about that. Just that saying, the rule itself. But it makes sense. It's the only rule you need to have. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And when you start to get in these states, you realize that there's no competition, there's no lack, there's no anything like that. It's just you. It's just you. And then you can just give freely. Because it's actually who you are. It's actually what you are. Love. So, yeah. That's all I got. See you guys soon.